Let me just check some here. Let me see how much gas I have. Need for speed. Connecting to the server. Oh, sweet! 2 guys. Let's go for some racing action now, why don't we? Alright guys, today's a review day. Typically I don't like doing iOS reviews, but I am going to make an exception because this is a game I have been patiently waiting for ever since I've seen Jim Block's Gymkhana, which was Deer Streets Alley. I can't remember, I don't remember numbers. I actually... huge car fan. If you want to see more on car stuff, go visit my other channel, Super Mustang 9. I'm trying to cover a little bit more in the car industry with that one. So I haven't posted a video in a while for that one, but please be patient with me. But anyways, today I'm reviewing Need for Speed No Limits, otherwise known as Need for Speed iOS. Because this is Need for Speed No Limits is solely based on an iOS game, instead of normally typically get your Need for Speed and then you get your iOS version of that game. It's like the chip to Unleashed on the mobile. Anyways, so this is going to be a basic review. I'm going to go over a few things: storyline, accessibility, playability, intuitiveness, and an overall rating of the game. Now, to go to basics of this game, there's a story mode, I guess I would call it, which isn't really a story mode. Best way I can explain it is your character is a deliverer for a mechanic in your area who happens to be female, and you get into a lot of trouble with some asshole who doesn't like the fact that you're selling parts like he is. I haven't beat the story mode yet. I'm still halfway through it. It's actually a really complex iOS game because you have to wait like Candy Crush for stuff. It's kind of like CSR racing in a way, except you can actually turn and drift and nitro and all the fun stuff of Need for Speed. See what else. The cars in the game, they're actually licensed cars, and you know what, I actually have a lot more fun. I played CSR Classics because, you know, 1964 Mustangs king. 1965 Mustangs, sorry. But as a racing game, this is kind of one of the better iOS racing games out there because you actually, it's not, you use the gyroscope inside the phone, whether you're using Android, iOS, or Apple, or I'm not sure it's on Windows Store yet. I haven't checked on my Windows Store on my computer to make sure it is. But anyways, I think I have the most fun playing Need for Speed on said. I've had most fun playing Need for Speed No Limits on this, and it's kind of fun actually. I mean, the tournaments you get to play, you get to pinch yourself against other racers. Right now I'm ranked in a contender position 1,500 and something in the world, but I play occasionally. I trying to complete the story mode right now, so I mean, more cash for me, the better. This is one of those freemium games where you can spend money, and it does advertise quite a bit to spend money, but it doesn't advertise elsewhere, like where it's one of those freemium games that advertises, oh, get rid of ads, you buy the premium version, and you spend $15 on the premium version of a game that didn't really need you to spend $15 on. And I kind of hate that about most free games. The game that I can explain that with is Sonic Runners. One of the app updates after it was released worldwide and not just in Japan, Canada, allowed it to be apps. And the thing is, I'd prefer there not being apps in my Sonic games. Sorry, I mean ads. Ads in Sonic games for other apps on the iOS store. And some of them are Sega based, yes, but other ones are Game of War and games that I just am not interested in. I'm sorry if you're a huge Clash of Clans fan. I'm not a huge fan of that game, mainly because it's dull to the point of, well, you're just building, and it takes two days to actually build something, and it's just like, what's the point? I'm going to get attacked, I'm going to lose that building, and it just kind of sucks, to be honest with you. And, you know, there are games, Need for Speed, for instance, that are good games. Need for Speed No Limits, one of the best on the iOS store so far when it comes to free-to-play games. And honestly, it was number one on the free side of the App Store for a while, and it's a free-to-play game. I mean, for a game like that, I mean, it's better than your Candy Crush Sagas, your Sonic Runners, stuff like that. Sonic Runners is a good game in general, but it's not the best. Anyways, that's pretty much where I can sum up. Gameplay-wise, it's really fun. You use the controls, you touch the screen to do controls instead of your typical, use the gyro sensor and you turn like a steering wheel. You use touch controls on the, and you know, I have an iPhone 6, not a 6 Plus, but it works. I mean, I like my phone. I typically don't like the operating system on it. It's simple to a point where it gets boring for me, and that's about that. So yeah, that's pretty much Need for Speed iOS in a nutshell. You have your car customization options, which if you don't earn any, so bases give you rewards. You can use those rewards to upgrade cars. And there's loading docks where you buy parts. There's black market, there's your tournament. Tournaments give you their own points where you can use towards rewards for buying your vehicle. The loading docks give you cars and such, and so do winning races and going to the black market. Black market prices are kind of up here, whereas loading docks, you can get 5 non-premium boxes for around, what was it, 20,000 cash. And you know what, cash in the game, you earn it back quickly. It's not something that takes forever to build back. And I kind of enjoy that about the game, is you don't wait forever. If you have gas and you can earn your money back as soon as possible, it's kind of one of the better things out there on the game, to be honest with you. Right now I'm doing blueprints towards building vehicles, upgrading vehicles, so that way you can put better and better parts on your vehicle. And it's kind of actually an interesting dynamic. I'm not going to go into too many details about the dynamics of this game, but I will say that it is fun in its own right. And, you know, I think most free-to-play games lose that kind of aspect over time with updates and such like that. And so far, there's been one update to the app, and it's good. So if at any point it changes to a point where it sucks, I am going to come on in another video, probably the Bomb 93 News, why did they change it. Now, most times it's a change for the worse, but if it changes for the better, you know, it could always be a good change, and I might come and give it some more critical acclaim. But anyways, for an iOS game, this is not going to be my final rating. For an iOS game, it's actually one of the best on the App Store that isn't a pay-to-play. Now, I want to play PewDiePie Legend of the Blowfist, actually. Yeah, if you've seen who I subscribe to on Super Mustang 9, I subscribe to a lot of channels. Yeah, and, you know, that's one of the things that makes me a little bit different, because I do watch a lot of these YouTube stories, and I'm kind of like processing them in my head. Okay, what should I actually report on? Anyways, for Need for Speed No Limits, I give it an 8 out of 10, basically because it's an iOS game, and it's not the most, and traditionally in the sense, a Need for Speed game would get an 8 out of 10 no matter what system it would be on. Except for Carbon, which was really good. For its time, it still holds up well today because it has a fantastic storyline. Need for Speed The Run, it has a few flaws. basically the system inside of it was based off of Hot Pursuit, but it wasn't the best changeover, if you know what I'm saying. And that game was probably about a 7.5 and 8. But Need for Speed Carbon is the one exception I have right now to the typically Need for Speed is an 8 out of 10. And for an iOS game, an 8 out of 10 is actually a really good score for me. Typically, Sonic Runners, before the ad update, it was about a 7 out of 10. Now it's about a 5. Yes, I changed it 2 points because they did change a few things where you earn rewards and certain bonuses per character, and it just kind of the changes they did make in the update, Sega kind of took the game and just like brought it 2 notches back, and that's why it's 5 now. And that's one of the better iOS games. Candy Crush Saga, 3.5, maybe. I haven't played Candy Crush, so I couldn't tell you. The games that are replicas of older ones, like per se Sonic 2, because they're older games, just remodeled a little bit for a phone software. I have Sonic 2 on here, by the way. It's actually really good. Typically, those will get higher scores. For me, personally, Sonic 2 is about a 7. The Genesis game is about a 7, 8. I mean, it's not, like, for its time it was really good, but I can see other games of the same era being a lot more fun to play, but I love Sonic 2 as a Sonic fan. You can see my top 10 video on that. I won't put an annotation to it, but check out my videos. Anyways, so my final rating for Need for Speed No Limits as of right now, so it would be at 1 o'clock on October 6th, 2015, is about an 8 out of 10 because it is actually really good for being an iOS game. That's my time for today. I'm probably going to post another update video with reviews on other games. I will be doing a game industry shortly, mainly off of what most standpoints are on the console developers and what their standpoint on the industry is at this point in time and what it used to be back in, per se, the early days of gaming. Now, to be honest, I'm going to ask for some people, so you might not see me exactly in that video, but it's going to be really interesting. I'm going to try and collaborate with some of my friends on that. It's just going to be like a little fun project thing. It might not be going up for a while, so that's going to be my first, well, my first or my second game industry. I still am working out the kinks in the script on the is Wario's Nintendo's imitation of an Eggman style character. So, anyways, that is my time. Go check out my Twitch feed. And I have to wait till I get home to post more on Twitch. I'm kind of at home periodically because I'm at school all the time. So I'm going to try and wait till I get home to start doing more Twitch because of computer issues, because I'm only using an Intel i5 Ultrabook here at school, and it's kind of a little bit more confusing for me to actually use more systems. Yeah, just don't be afraid to check out my other channels for Mustang 9. For more reviews, come and top 10s, and lots of other things. So yeah, come visit my channel. Just take a look at more stuff on my channel, especially my top 10s. I spend a lot of time on those, and I'd really appreciate if you take a look. Bomb 93 News comes on periodically with news that I'm actually excited about the gaming industry. Now, there is another news article I need to talk about shortly, but anyways, I'll talk about that at a later time. So that is my time. Once again, Need for Speed 8 out of 10. And this has been a Bomb 93 review of Need for Speed No Limits. Stay bomby, guys.